year I suggested Vertigo, and they begged me to do Fight Club. We did both. Fight Club was not a film I approved of, although I recognized its skill and knew from countless emails how strong an impression it made on its admirers. Seeing it over the course of a week, I admired its skill even more, and its thought even less. It lacks an intelligent drawing together of its themes, but that is not held against it in a time when audiences are assaulted with sound and motion, when shots get shorter and movies get louder, when special effects replace or upstage theme and performance. The ability of an audience to enter into the narrative arc of a movie is being lost. Do today's audiences have the patience to wait for Harry Lime in The Third Man? At Boulder and on other campuses, talking with the students, I found that certain names were no longer recognized. Even students majoring in film had never seen one by Buñuel, Bresson, or Ozu. They'd seen one or two titles by Ford and Wilder, knew a half-dozen Hitchcock classics, genuflected at Citizen Kane, knew the Star Wars pictures by heart, and sometimes uttered those words which marked them as irredeemably Philistine. I don't like black and white. 60 of these films are in black and white, and 3 use black and white and color. You cannot know the history of the movies or love them unless you understand why black and white can give more, not less, than color. I came to believe that the classics of earlier years were an unexplored country for many filmgoers, even the best ones. As a film critic for a daily newspaper, I didn't want to spend my life locked in the present. In 1997, I went to Nigel Wade, then the editor of the Chicago Sun-Times, and proposed a bi-weekly series of longer articles revisiting the great movies of the past. He gave his blessing. Not many editors would have. The emphasis in American film journalism is on celebrity news, box office results, and other forms of bottom-feeding. Every other week since then, I have revisited a great movie, and the response has been encouraging. I received letters and emails from movie lovers, got into debates with other critics, heard from a university trustee and a teenager in Madison who both vowed to watch every movie on the list. The Library Media Project made discounted DVDs of the movies available to public libraries. The relative invisibility of classic movies is directly related to the death of film societies. Until the rise of home video, every campus and many public libraries and community centers had film societies which held cheap and well-programmed 16mm screenings. My early film initiation took place at 2 such clubs at the University of Illinois, which also inspired me to see first-run films I might otherwise have avoided. I saw Ikiru, The 400 Blows, The Maltese Falcon, and Swing Time for the first time in those campus rooms, knowing little or nothing about them, except that they cost only 25 cents, and that afterward people got together in the student union and drank coffee and talked about them. In theory, home video should be a godsend for lovers of great films, and indeed most of these titles are available on video in one form or another, and that is how most people will have to see them. But when you enter the neighborhood video chain store, display boxes near the door push the latest, new on-video Hollywood blockbusters, and you have to prowl in the shadows to find foreign films and classics, often a pitiful selection. Independent local video stores and web-based operations like Netflix.com and Facets.org give access to a much larger range of films. But does the average moviegoer ever find them? In the 1960s, Stanley Kaufman coined the term the film generation to describe the phenomenon of younger filmgoers who were film-obsessed. I was a member of that generation, and can personally testify that I waited in line at ordinary theaters to get into sold-out performances of René's Last Year at Marienbad and Godard's Weekend. Today, even the most popular subtitled films are ignored by the...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.